Good morning, everyone. My name is Harshali Nayak from final year B Pharmacy from Shivajirao S. Dondade College of Pharmacy, Asangaon. My topic name is Biosimilars, Current Trends and Future Prospects. Biologics are a class of medicines that are derived from living organisms such as bacteria, yeast, plants, or animals. A biosimilar is a biological product that closely resembles but is not identical to an existing reference product, also called as innovator product. They are also referred to as similar biologics or follow-on biologics. Unlike generic drugs, biosimilars are not exact copies of biological medicines. These are some definitions of biosimilars by US FDA, European Medicine Agency, and World Health Organization. Characteristics of biosimilars includes biotechnologically produced by host cell lines, high molecular weight, complex physiochemical properties, sensitive to heat and shear, difficult to standardize, usually administered parenterally, lengthy and complex purification process. Classification: cytokinins, interferons, hormones, enzymes, vaccines, monoclonal antibodies, and blood products. Based on activity: protein therapeutics with enzymatic or regulatory activity, protein therapeutics with special targeting activity, vaccines, and diagnostics. Therapeutic uses: chronic bowel diseases, chronic skin diseases, diabetes, macular degeneration, kidney conditions, arthritis, multiple sclerosis, cancer, and osteoporosis. Advantages: there is huge market needs and growing affordability for biosimilars in universal and domestic market. Development and manufacturing of biosimilars are improved by existing manufacturing technology. Disadvantages: biosimilars are not as much of stable as chemical-based pharmaceuticals. The cost of development is higher. The required capital venture in property, plant and equipment, and the cost of manufacturing will be much greater for biosimilars. Biosimilars in irritable bowel disease. Infliximab is an engineered chimeric IgG1 monoclonal antibody and created by combining mouse and human TNF that has increased the specificity and affinity to the TNF alpha receptor. Biosimilars in rheumatoid arthritis. Adalimumab is the first fully human monoclonal antibody that was approved by the FDA in 2002 for rheumatoid arthritis. It inhibits TNF alpha, which is a cytokine involved in normal inflammatory responses. Biosimilars in cancer. Many cancer biosimilars are monoclonal antibodies that bind to cancer-specific antigens such as those found on the surface of tumor cells. Biosimilars target cancer antigens, block angiogenesis, and immune modulation. Manufacturing of biosimilars. The manufacturing process for biologics are more complex than those for small molecule drugs, involving multiple steps that can be influenced by variations that impact the biological and clinical characteristics of the product. Development of biosimilars. The development of biosimilars involves four key stages: product development and comparative analysis, process development, scaling up and validation, clinical trials, and regulatory review and approval. Current trends. The field of biosimilars is experiencing strong growth driven by increasing demand for cost-effective alternatives to biologics. Currently, 86 biosimilars are approved by European Union and 62 biosimilars are approved in the US. Future prospects. Within the three major geographical clusters, several factors will influence the value generation potential for biosimilars. The biopharmaceutical sector in India is expected to focus on biosimilar development. Biosimilar market. According to a report by Towards Healthcare, the global biosimilar market is projected to expand from 25.1 billion in 2022 to approx 1.3 trillion by 2032, with a compound annual growth rate of 17.6%. Conclusion. There is a broad consensus that the future of medicine lies in biotechnology, particularly biological medicines. Offering the same safety, quality, and efficacy as the original biologic, they enable more patients to benefit from advanced therapies.